Hello guys, how are you? Hope everyone is okay. We are trying to keep safe in our homes, but still work must continue. Anyways, Godwin and myself we are trying to figure out a way of calculating the installments. Like each time a person comes to pay an installment for their safe border, how can we capture that information, register it in the database, and also be able to view it later? So in trying to do that, I came up with this video. Let's see if it can help us to do our project. So this is the project we created last time with Gerald, Timothy, and Kevin. So let me try to run it to see where we stopped last time. So it is saying that it's listening on port 3200. Let's head over there on port 3200. Port 3200, and this is port 3200. Okay. So this is where we left off last time, and this is the route for all students. All students, it's not a bit clear. So I wanted to maintain 3200 all students. Excuse me. So what we want to do is, for example, okay, let me start fresh off with a new student. So the route for handling a form, creating a student, was /form. So let me click on /form. So let me add a new student. So this new student is, the surname is Mukisa, and the given name is Ashe. Date of birth is 15th. Is a male. Place of residence is Chisasi, and email is ashe@gmail.com. So when we click submit, so we have a new student, Mukisa Ashe, gender is male, date of birth, let us view. Okay, Mukisa Ashe, male, date of birth, and email. So this is where we left off last time, just those three things. So we want to find out if this student, let's say, is making a full payment at refactory, or is going to pay in installments in refactory. So when we understand the concept, it's easier to use it in any project. So the first thing I want to do is to come on the form where we are adding the student. So I want to indicate that this student is going to pay in installments. So let me head over in the view. So in the views folder, so this page is /form, and let me check in the route. In the route, /form is serving student profile, and since it's res.render, it means it's serving the pug version, student profile. So in this form here, I want to edit and add a field that shows that the student is either paying in lump sum or in installments, and then later we can use it to calculate each time the student comes to pay an installment. Now, editing a pug file is not for the faint-hearted. So if there is a way I can do this in HTML, then later on convert it to pug, that would save me a lot of errors. So I remember this file was created from this HTML. So this pug file, the pug file over here, it disappeared. There is a pug file that pug file, just replace it. Pug file student.html. This pug file was created from this student profile. So for now, I'm going to make a user. Where is a user? This. Let this, instead of serving the pug file for now, let it serve the HTML so that I'm able to edit and see what I'm editing. So let's comment that out for now. Then res dot send file, and then inside here we have path.
Am I interrupting?
Yes, a moment. Okay, had to step out a little bit there to do some small task at home. Anyways, it's a good thing the video doesn't show that. So we want to serve our student profile HTML file instead of the pug file. That's why we have commented that out. So path.join. So path.join helps us to construct path names. So we begin with dir name. So dir name means the current directory, and the current directory, if we're in users, is routes. And then we want to get out of that directory, so we use the // come out of the current directory, and then go into the views directory, and then another comma, and then you put the name of the file. So if I've been using double, I don't know if it will affect it. Let's first use that. Is student profile.html, student profile.html. So our server, did it restart? So when we hit that route again, so it shows that it's still serving that same file. Just to make sure that it's that same file, so let's close the pug file for now. Over here, let me add an h2, add new student, h2, register student, or register student. And once we refresh over here, okay, register student. So I've confirmed that it is actually serving the student profile HTML file. So later we shall convert it to pug if necessary. So we want to include a field. How is my battery? We want to include a field, and that field is going to indicate the type of payment a student has done. So in that case over here, let's get some of these that we used for the gender. I'm going to just carry this off. That is gender. Control C, come over here. Control V. So the name of that entry, I'm going to call it tuition plan, and also the name here, I'm going to call it tuition plan. And the type here, let's say this one, the tuition plan is lump sum, and then the tuition plan is installment. When we refresh this over here, okay, it's showing whether it's installment or lump sum. Okay, then the other thing that we want to add, let me just put something up here, just to an h3 to indicate that this is select tuition plan, or just tuition plan, and then okay, so this enables us to select tuition plan to be installment or lump sum. So let's say, for example, excuse me, the tuition plan, when someone has paid a lump sum fee, it means that that person has paid let's say 1.5 million. So the value for someone paying lump sum, instead of option 2, I'm going to call it 1.5 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, 1.5. But in case someone has paid installment, maybe the down payment is 300,000, maybe 350, 1, 2, 3. So when the user selects installment, the value of tuition plan, since this checkbox was tuition plan, will be 350,000. If they select lump sum, the value stored for tuition plan will be lump sum. So let me come over here. How come both of them are being selected? Let's refresh this. Oh, it's because this was uppercase L. Just switched it quickly. So if I select that and select that, yeah, it switches. Now we need to capture this in our database. So we come on our model. So when you come inside our model, user model, so we come over here. So we have a new entry, tuition plan, and it's going to be of type number. So we can capture that and store it in our database. Let's test if we can actually store that value. So let me select the surname for the student is Tusime Goodwin. Date of birth is 7th April. Place of residence is Kansanga. Maybe this is Godwin at gmail.com. So we can select it to be lump sum or installment. So once we submit, okay, before I click submit, I need to come over here and make sure that I console log. So this form submits to a certain route called add student. Let's confirm whether it's submitting to that route. Add student post, correct. So it is submitting to this route, add student of method post. So when we const new student, then rec.body, whatever is in the body is stored in new student. We await, we save, then we redirect all students. So at this point, before redirecting, I want to console log rec.body log rec.body. So that I would have a preview of whether. So click submit. Okay, please select one of these. Okay, here's a male. Click submit. So to see my Godwin, option 1. Okay, but at the option 1 is supposed to be male. But let's see in our terminal. Okay, to see my Godwin. So tuition plan here is what I wanted to focus on. So this value over here is tuition plan. It has been captured by the form. Is it being captured by the database? I don't want to open campus right now. So let me try to edit the pag file which displays an individual student. So when someone clicks on view, they invoke, so if you can look down there at the browser bottom, you see 127.0.0, and then you're seeing it's invoking a route student and then supplying the student ID 5E888. So it's invoking a certain route called /student, this route on line 18, and it expects an ID. So this is how we fetch different student. So each time I put it on view, at the bottom of the browser you see that the ID keeps changing, so it fetches the records of that particular student. If you look closely, the ID keeps changing. So that's how we fetch the students, the records of one student. So let's fetch for the new student, Godwin. So here we need to find out whether tuition plan is being saved to the database. So this is a route being invoked, student ID, and that route is serving a pag file called learner. So that's the file that we need to edit to check. So let's come over here and display h3 hash. So we want to display x.tuition plan, okay. Let's refresh this. Okay, so this value is being stored in the database, so that is something good. So we need to move on. So if we are storing this value in the database, then we need to find a way of on this very page, we need to find a way of the admin who is registering this student, or the person receiving the payment, of clicking a button, maybe over here, and entering the amount that the student has paid so that it affects this value. Okay, so this is the down payment the student has made, 350,000. So we are going to add some fields that will help the administrator to enter the amount of money a student has paid, and we see if it will affect the value stored in the database, 350,000. Okay, for now let me take a break on this video, just grab a cup of water. I'll be back in the next video. Bye.